Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'll show you how much I earned last week from trading. We will also analyze a few interesting deals. The posture of the past week was not the best for me. I closed it with a loss of $2,500. Lately, I've started to relax more, going out camping for fishing, and I lost a bit of that concentration. I just wanted to take a break from the market. While everything was soaring, I was just sitting there grilling sausages on coals and overall relaxing. I also got myself a Samoyed dog, and now I spend more time outdoors. However, in this post, I also wrote that literally any good situation, whether it's a breakthrough or a setback, can be fully recovered. In general, more information, as you understood, I always have in the Telegram channel. And now let's move on directly to my deals. The first deal on Monday was opened using the XRP instrument. This instrument has been actively rising lately on the news. Afterwards, he did start to roll back and demonstrate some quite nice turnovers like that particular one. In this situation, we were also forming a good level of support, a kind of cascade. The first level of support, the second level of support, all of this is near the round number 0.74. There is no density in the round, but it did not bother me. To avoid slipping, the only thing I did was place my pending orders in front of those same levels, because if I had placed them at the level, I would have just slipped through because, well, there is no one to just open up here, The market, I would say, is kind of empty. I threw one part a little early, threw everything else at the level, invested early. Not that, there were grounds present. The only thing that prompted me to open positions in advance here was the level of risk involved. I opened with a risk of around $100, $200. I understood that if I got stopped out, I would simply lose $200. But if I open a position here and add to it, I will have a good average, and even if this level is hit, I will at least break even. So the selection was made at this location in advance solely on the basis that the financial risk would not be so significant as to cause worry or concern about it. I think the background of this situation is clear. We had good activity in the order book. Right now you could already enter this position. The stop loss would have been, I would say, more ironclad than in my case, because when I enter this part, there's some random point. Yeah, you find the point on the glass, obviously, you look there, but still, right now, literally just a couple of seconds ago, based on the activity in the glass, you could already assume that it was necessary to create a position. I have stop loss orders set above the level, triggered into this position, hour closes based on limit orders, then I sell part of it at market price. Next, the instrument starts to roll in. Nothing unusual, is the most classic good breakout when you place your pending orders at a certain level, take your percentage and enjoy life. Everything went as it should have, everything worked out just as planned. This is how this deal looks in the journal. The trade lasted 8.5 minutes, I made $1,409, but in percentage terms it's exactly 1%. Entered smoothly into liquidity mining, closed right here, everything went smoothly, great. The next deal on Monday was opened with Litecoin after I had already worked with Ripple. The levels are roughly similar, the first support level, the second support level though, no such impulsive breakouts in history as with XRP. It was worth enduring a bit here, and this was worth considering. The second cascade from the support level. There is also another level of support in the chart. I understand that this is a really good cascade, which one could enter upon breaking through. All these levels were near the round mark of $91, so it could be assumed that there were indeed many stops here and it would result in a really good impulse. The backstory of this situation is also, I think, clear. However, here I didn't pre-build a position because there wasn't, some kind of find, and plus we actually suddenly started to approach this level. I actually had a question whether to get into this situation because it's kind of strange. Plus there is some density at the $91 mark, maybe we'll just hit it. There's a small impulse, some confusion starts right away in the feed, and I decide to exit. In spite of the potential value in waiting, considering the active status of the feed, I would assert that it is gradually descending and merging together. Yes, it bounces back, but if I set a stop loss at 0.1, 0.2%, I wouldn't have been stopped out even in this trade. I am intending to re-enter at this specific point. As you can observe, I have both green and red triangles prominently displayed on the chart. They interfere with my trading, so I restart the terminal, although I know these triangles can be disabled in settings, but for some reason, it's easier for me to restart. Here I am once again placing my pending orders. I want to immediately place limit orders for closing, but right now you will see that there is no super direct movement here. So there's an impulse, some kind of confusion in the feed. He manages to give 1.5% with difficulty, but still it wasn't technically right. I wouldn't say that it's a good breakout, but it was worth taking into account the history of the instrument. XRP's history was impulsive, while Litecoin's was not. If I understood what needed to be done here, perhaps I would have made some correct decisions. Looking at the trader's diary, this situation appears like this for us. In the first deal, I took $83, but I could have taken much more. But I don't know how technically it is to hatch all this. In the second deal, I took $339, totaling about $400, even on such a bad breakthrough. The final deal we'll analyze today is a rebound from density. This is the same Litecoin instrument. As you can see, it started to gradually pour down further. In the futures glass at the round mark of $89, we have a size of 16,000, and also in the spot glass there is a large volume at 5 and 3,000. So presumably we won't analyze this volume right away, but after such an impulse we might see some rebound. I would say there is a very high probability that this rebound will happen, so why not try to work on it? The idea, place limit orders here, build a position, ride the green wave, taking as much as it gives, but at least 1%. With the backstory, I believe everything is clear. Currently, I'm placing my limit orders to enter a position and also want to set stop orders immediately, just in case there is an impulse to close at a minimal stop. The price is nearing this density. I get distracted while trying to place an order, some errors pop up, and it is only in the end that I manage to throw in just one part, finally completing the process. Wanted to enter here in 3 parts, only entered 1. At the moment they are already drawing green for me at +0. 3, 0.4% I think. Well, you never know, maybe we'll go down here again after all. But we don't go down to this density anymore, we don't even fall below it, so if someone said that densities don't work, please, everything works. The main thing is to find the right density. In just 30 seconds I was already drawing beyond 0.7. If I had entered all 3 parts I needed, it would have been around $1,000, but unfortunately I only entered a part of this deal. There's nothing more to show. I've already drawn at the moment 1%. I see that there are some dumbbells in the glass already. We're not growing much higher, so the decision was made to fix the position at 1.4%, somewhere around there. Long 4%, somewhere around there. Next is the further growth tool, and there I already fully closed out my entire position. According to the trader's diary, this situation looks like this for us. $529 was earned. I didn't enter perfectly, it could have been a perfect entry, you saw it yourself. And then, as you can see, we really hit a snag. I exited well, quickly took such a profit. Could have taken more, but would have had to wait for reversal. Personally, not a fan of staying in trades for too long. Prefer to swiftly enter, take rapid kickback and exit. As you can see, I spent about $1,100 on commission for that day. I'll get around $250 of this commission, so you'll find discount links in the description. I documented other deals this week, while some I didn't, but again unsure if it's worth analyzing them. If you have any, be sure to write about it in the comments, although all these deals are typical. I chose to show you a good deal specifically on a breakout level where we have an impulse. I also showed you a bad breakout where we have a congestion of levels, but we even made money on that. And I also showed how you can earn from that same density. As you may recall, last week I closed positions in the negative, this one in the positive, but you'll ask, where do such big numbers come from here and with a small deposit? If anyone doesn't read Telegram, make sure to read it. There you will also find this very deal. I won't specifically show it in the video like some kind of bait to switch to see Lev, but still I'm not leading it in vain, showing it, and here it is, by the way, you can go check it out. So as you can see, it was mostly a mix of gains and losses. In short, it was such a week, I would say, with this kind of volatility where everything just moves back and forth. Lately I've been taking more time to relax and investing my old deposits. And as you remember, Bitcoin Cash and Ripple are growing well for us. It would be nice if Litecoin also rose. Bitcoin Diamond finally got listed somewhere, not delisted. In summary, something is positive, but investments are negative. We trade with a small deposit, adapt, and gradually increase it over time. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the Telegram channel. Also, don't forget to check out Instagram, where you will find a lot about my life, what's interesting, if you're interested, of course. Thank you all for watching. Good luck to everyone, profit to everyone, happiness, peace, kindness to all, and goodbye to everyone.